Hello everybody, welcome back. Kayaking for Fishy Tales. Ron here. First off, I want to thank everybody that is watching the videos. It's starting to move up. Same thing with subscribers, so I appreciate it. I'm enjoying making them. It can be a challenge sometimes, as people talk about, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy kayak fishing. I enjoy working on the kayaks and coming up with different things. So let me show you what I've done so far and on the Outback. The last video I did was on the PA-14 where I added Yak Power, and I showed you where everything was located. And I've done I've got a 2022 Outback here. It's mine, and I added Yak Power to that. After I installed it over there, I really liked it, and because batteries become an issue with the heat here in Texas, and I was trying to use the little battery packs, and that just didn't work. And so I'm anxious to give this a try out on the water. I've messed with it out here in the sun, and seemed to work just fine on the PA without a battery in the GoPro. So I'll show you what I've done here. Okay, I've got a light on to better see this, but of course this is the sail mast, and I've reinstalled a battery holder here, which I've never really used, and I've got the Yak Power distribution bank zip tied to the sail post, and over here you can see here's one unused port, but you hook up your different whatever you want to have of power going to. This is your selection over here, and you've got 5 ports, and over here we've got an incoming power port down here at the bottom, the very bottom, and that's this wire here, and it connects to a battery, of course. And I'm using a 20 amp hour Duracell battery that I've had for quite a while when I first started doing trolling motors on kayaks, and it powers all my USB ports, and it powers my Lowrance, and so it's more than enough power. I don't have a problem with it, so I'm not going to change anything for the moment. I'd like to have a little lighter battery up here, and the same over in the PA, but this is what I have, so that's what I'm using. Alright, so we'll move to where the ports, USB ports, where I located them and installed them. Okay, for the front camera, which I'm using the Ram Tough Poles, and of course I've configured them the way I need them, and the USB port is right here for it. There are 2 ports on each one of these, and so I've got just using one for the camera, and the incoming, well, the power coming up to this port for the trolling motor, and the trolling motor plugs into that one. And the second USB is in the back, and I'll get to that in a second. My GPS enhancer puck is right here, and it's going right into the hatch to its port. Okay, so moving to the back, the second port is right there. Same came from the same place, and you can turn that power on or off. And then the power going to the line going to the front for the trolling motor is right over there, and right here is where the batteries sit, which is a 100 amp hour Dakota lithium battery. weighs about 25, 26 pounds, so it's not too bad. And my rear camera mount for overhead is here. Again, a Ram tough pole. Okay. Over here is something that I picked up from one of my YouTubers that I watch. She was doing the same thing I'm doing on her kayak, trying to help other women. It's Girl Gone Fishing, and it's a Ram phone mount, and I've got two or three other brands, and this is by far the best. And I'm going to be using the phone to control the trolling motor, which is a lot better than using these devices. I'll have one of these around my neck in case we have an issue. So, okay. Also, the stand-up bar fits on here, or I use it. Comes with a short and a long handle up there, or middle piece, to fit it to either one of their kayaks. So, all right. Over on the other side, you can see I've got one half of the Hobie paddle on this side, and the other half is on the other side, to kind of get it out of the way. I don't really use it with the pedal drive, and specifically now with the trolling motor. Some time back I did buy a short extendable paddle that I use for getting off the launch area or making a quick maneuver change, direction change or position change while out fishing. So that's pretty handy. Okay, go to the next thing. Okay, this is the trolling motor plate. Came from One Objective, and they do a really nice job. Everything is rounded off with a router, and fit real nice. You do have to drill 2 holes in the kayak, and then it mounts. There's also a mounting spot underneath the puck for the trolling motor. So, and the price was good. If anybody's priced the marine board, it can be expensive. Okay. I also have a push pole over here. It's extendable right here. This is your crow's foot for soft mud, whatever. And you also have a point up here at the top. And I've used it. I made this plate for using the what's the matter, girl? For using the push pole as a stakeout pole, which goes in here. And then I also carry from time to time a 1-inch stakeout pole that goes down through here. And you can see I've done some other setups here, so that works real nice. This half-inch marine board, and I did 3 pieces out here and screwed them together, give it a little bit more wobble protection, I guess. So, okay. And the H-grade is the small one for the Outback. I really hadn't been using it too much. I could use the big one for the PA. I just turn it sideways. But I went ahead and then took some rod holders off of. I've got a Hobie live well over there, and really haven't been using too much live bait. If I'm going to do a little bit of it, I've got a couple different ways I can handle them. But I'm concentrating on my artificial Also, I have a micro power pole that I use on either kayak, depending on which one I am using. And one other thing, I have the boondocks set up and the wheels they're over on the wall. And I use a Alma kit, and I made these extensions to actually go in. This one's a little tight to go into the boondock setup, and it locks in right here with this screw that I use to keep that in there. And so the Alma kit, the Alma or the pontoon goes out here. These kayaks are very stable in my estimation. I've never flipped one or turned over in one. And having the Alma kit on there just gives me that much more stability and peace of mind of not having to worry about it. I'll show you something else you might be interested in or not. I have a tether. If we get into some rough water or a big storm or something, get caught out, I attach this to my life jacket. So if I do get separated from the kayak, at least I can pull it back to myself. I do have a rescue step right here that I can deploy. And as you can see, when you deploy it, you can step, if the kayak is right side up, there's a step right in here, and it's adjustable for you, and you can just step right back up into the kayak. If it turtles, goes all the way over, then there's a longer step that you throw over the top of the kayak and step on that side, and it just rotates it right on it 180 degrees, puts it right back up. So everybody should have this. It's a rescue step, and it's on Amazon, and they were when I bought them. I've got one on each one, and they were I think $60, and you just can't beat having this little bit of protection to make it easier. I've seen guys in trouble, and somebody, partner or somebody that's been with them, rush to get to them, and man, you got the tools to fish, you got the tool to make fishing easier. Why not get some tools that keep it easier for you to get back to your kayak and get back in it? So for a few bucks, less than $100, you can have both items. I think that you can make up a strap, but that's a nice package. Got two big carabiners on it, so I believe in those, and I tout them all the time. Okay, I think that's about it. Any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll try and get to them. Thank you, and have a great day.